Nuovarden is a dimension of wide-open mystery and infinite discovery created by our very own DungeonMisterTy and published by Adventure Slang Productions. You can learn all about this dynamic game system and wondrous setting at adventureslang.com.
Finding themselves stranded in Umult after the close of the bridgeway to Nuovarden, the companions are urged by the Colossus Lutu to pursue Isha and stop them from making an alliance with the Overlord. Lutu departs for the other Colossi after assuring the party that they would see them at the Citadel, fortress of the Overlord. Soon after Lutu's departure, the friends notice the presence of several other humanoids. Umbral, they learn, also called imprints, in a manner of dark humor. They meet Embral, who reveals that another Nuovardian is among them, Kava's lost harvester companion, Vajvahan, a Selku. The Umbral urge the garden companions below ground and offer them refreshment and rest. Embral likewise offers to guide them through Umult, toward the far distant citadel. At last the companions rest, and Zorik is briefly visited by his great-grandfather, who offers reassurance in his ambiguous way. At the new phase, Embral leads the party topside, where they witness a death ritual. With the great distance to go, however, Kava takes the form of a fate worm, while Zorik uses the power of his mind to lift into the air, and the companions launch from the cliffside to glide over the valley, where we begin tonight's session. In your initial foray into the valley by flight, it soon becomes obvious that travel this way is slow and somewhat taxing. Kava, every breath of distance feels double the effort. Embral clings tightly to your hide, his face buried. "I am afraid to look. I cannot guide you from this precarious height. I fear a sky elemental will appear at any moment and knock us from the air. The ground colossi will surely see us coming. We should land." I turn it to you. What will you do, companions, as you lumber through the air at a pace slower than you could actually walk because, alas, Kava, you're laden with the weight of your companions, and even the flight manifestation of the individual in Zorik is not as robust as maybe it will be at other times.
I'm sorry, we are all kind of flying in a formation here, and Zorik is just kind of like flying by and listening. We should set down if we can make better time and if it's safe.
Zorik, safe, I think, is maybe quite relative in this place.
Agreed. But here we do pose a bit of a beacon for any prying eyes. At least if we are lower to the ground, perhaps there's some concealment to be had.
In like kind of agreement, you hear Kava go "Arr," in like the dragon voice and like agreement, and you'll see as she starts to kind of descend slowly.
Our decision has been made, Vajvahan.
So be it. I'll start doing my stretches. And Vajvahan starts to stretch a little bit on the back of Kava.
As you're descending, you can't help but also notice that enormously distant sky. There is also a bit of a cloud formation beginning to take shape that is different from what you've seen in terms of the clouds here, which before were like rakes of claw marks across the sky. This formation seems to have a bit more of a circular pattern to it, and as you descend, Embral seems to acknowledge it. You descend onto the plain where Embral leads you in a series of rapid jogs between boulders and rock formations. Though no threat is visible, it seems that the Umbral is overly cautious about exposure. For several hundred breaths, Embral leads you until you reach the base of a moderate hillock where he bids you catch your breath. It goes well, does it not? I'd venture to guess that the Overlord is yet unaware of your presence in Umult, though they no doubt are aware that the Great Bridgeway has been sealed. However, the cloud formation that I see ahead and above is unusual, and I suspect it has something to do with the Overlord.
Do you have storms here?
There are storms periodically, but that is not a storm cloud.
The Overlord can control the weather of this place.
Not so well. All of the elementals are in tune with the weather, you know. But that is not something I've seen before. Though, when it does storm, the Umbral go below ground where we're safer.
I'm guessing the weather is rather frightening on the surface, then.
Imagine what you see, and Umbral sort of motions in a direction this way. The flow of magma, the explosion of rock, the geyser of water, the blast of steam. We see it all the time. But when it comes in the form of a storm, it is no place for those of a diminutive stature such as ourselves to be caught.
Is there underground possibilities in this place, then? Where we're at now?
We are very close. That is a place I'm hoping to get us to. And then he... You're at the base of this hillock, so it's too large to see beyond, but Kava.
Above table, Seer, is this space like way too big for Fate Worm stature? Or where we're going, will it be too big for Fate Worm stature?
The tunnels? Well, you don't know. You don't know personally, but if you ask Umbral could inform you that the tunnels are similar size to where you've been.
Definitely not big enough. Okay. Roger. Thank you.
Is it much farther, Umbral? As wonderful as this footwear is that you provided, my feet are killing me. I mean, I've been walking around on stones ever since we landed. Are we close?
Close, yes. Not quite there yet. I'm sorry you're uncomfortable. Maybe if you want to do that thing where you were in the air again, if it's easier for you.
Maybe I'll just hover a bit.
If you can do such a thing.
I'll try. It doesn't always work.
Well, you are free to do what you wish, Sark.
Thank you for that.
Just try to stay low on the horizon.
I'll try to stay about less than a shin from the ground. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Very well. Hello, yes. Ian. Welcome.
Hello, Ian.
Welcome.
It is
Did
strange
you hear that too?
To have stones to my feet.
Are they uncomfortable for you as well, Fellavaai?
No. Just odd.
It seems these are odd times for us all to have you such visitors in Umult and to have seen such sights as your bridgeway that the Overlord had created, and to know that there is something amiss in your world as well as ours. And then
yes.
He looks towards that cloud formation again.
Yes, it's getting a little bit bigger, isn't it?
It does seem to be coming together in some sort of shape I can't quite make out.
I agree. We should keep going.
Oh, you can understand. This is fascinating, by the way. And Umbral goes and stands in front of the rest of you next to Kava. Look at this form. This is an incredible creature. I can't believe you have such a creature.
It's very talented.
That's talent.
And like you'll see Kava just kind of nuzzle a little to Fellavaai.
Oh.
Yeah, an unusual creature, but alas, well, perhaps an effective form here. I hope you are comfortable, Kava, and Vajvahan. I hope as well that you're not too uncomfortable in Umult. We do the best we can with what we have here for those of you who may not be so well adjusted to the elements.
Do not worry. I enjoy the simple things, and this world and its primordial nature is rather simple, and I enjoy that. But I do fear that cloud. I am not the most robust of individuals. Perhaps we should be moving to that cave.
Yes. Let me espy the horizon and make sure that we are clear, and that things are going as well as I had hoped. Ambrol clambers up the side of the hillock and peers around the edge. He then looks down upon the rest of you. It appears clear. Just then, you feel a rumble, and the hillock bursts to life with a static white light. Let's look at Owlbear real quick.
But I'm scared.
Oh, Ambrol. Look at our man. Oh, I'm scared.
The hillock suddenly springs to light, and I need everyone to choose your combat order, please, as this hillock radiates this light and an energy that you recognize as that of the Echo Beasts.
If it's okay with everybody, given that I'm still in my fate worm form, I'm gonna kind of like defensively, like a dog, like get in front of y'all and be like, if everything's gonna hit, I'll like take the brunt of that, essentially, like trying to act as a shield.
So, okay. So, if you want to take the defensive position, what order do you want to take in combat?
Still first order.
First. Okay.
Still first.
Okay. Who's second?
If Dave, you're muted.
Yeah,
What are you
I'll
saying?
go second unless someone else feels strongly. I'm pretty easygoing about these types of things.
Don't forget that
Zorak.
at the top of each round, you can switch order with someone if the both of you wish strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you don't mind, Zorak, I'll take second and figure out some
Yes.
weaknesses to this Echo Beast so that you guys can more efficiently deal with it.
I appreciate that notion.
Okay, Fellavaai, that means you want to go third? Or
Yeah,
last?
Zorak third, Fellavaai last.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. As this thing lights up, it begins sparking energy out, which you have seen. You saw it when you first saw the whirlwinds, the dust devils. They were doing a similar thing, but this creature is larger, and it actually will go first. So, let's see who it attacks. There are 5 of you. I'm going to reserve 1 attack for Embrol because Embrol is on it. And we'll see. Second is going to be Vajvahan.
Oh dear.
This thing, these arcs shoot out 12 feet.
Oh my god.
And let's
Ty, is this
see.
entire white region, is this an Echo Beast?
It is a hillock-sized Echo Beast.
So this looks similar to what we've seen before, but just way bigger.
It's similar in terms of the energy that it possesses
Yeah.
and the behavior. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
These are very dangerous.
Yes, Vajvahan is not too excited about being darkened by Echo Beast tendrils.
No.
As the light brightens and it shoots out in a brilliance, it then immediately regresses and dims, which is another characteristic you've seen of the Echo Beasts. When it does that, it then sparks out, and Embrel shouts, and you see these like forks of energy shoot out around Embrel, but don't seem to hit him. Vajvahan, one of the forks also shoots out at you, and it does hit you. When it hits you, let me tell you the damage on that. I need you to track your damage separate, though, from as if you are losing IS.
Okay.
Your actual IS is not going down, but the value of your total is diminishing. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. When that happens, you take 3, 4, 6 injuries from that total.
Does armor class factor in here or no?
Armor factor would take, you have armor factor 1 persistent, correct?
2, 1 persistent, but then I gained 1 from a
Rest.
A rest, a restoration thing, recovery.
Yeah. Okay, so the one that you got for recovery is now gone.
Yep.
The persistent absorbs another point. You take 4 from that total. Okay. And the rest of you see when this fork lashes out, there is a prismatic like outline of Vajvahan on that side. Just a thin, like hum of a like a TV that's ghosting. That colorful bit of an outline. Vajvahan, you don't feel injured. But when you move, there's like this rainbow scintillating shadow attached to you. All right. And that is the Echo Beast's turn. So then it is Vajvahan. Let's see, who is going first? I'm sorry.
Vaj.
No, it was
Kava, I think.
Kava, it's your turn.
I think I have a spent dice, so I only have 2 held in hand. Okay, so I'm going to use both of my dice. You'll watch as I take both of my 4 wings and I put them back, and I'm going to use a sonic attack, but I'm going to thrust all of my wings at the same time into one central point to make like a sonic attack towards this creature.
Awesome. And those insect wings just buzz, and there's a vibration as this sound shoots across.
3 and a 4. I'm spending primacy to make those double 4s.
All right. Roll your damage +2. And
what's up, Vamp?
Yeah. So you can slow or hobble this creature unless you have another status effect that you think applies. However, let me double check something. Yep. Nope. That's good. All good. So
wait, which did you say, something or hobble?
Slowed or hobbled. Slowed would reduce its movement and to half, and hobbled would make its physical attacks at an increased difficulty until the end of your next turn.
I would like to do hobble.
Okay.
And it was a 2 on the dice. You said +2, right?
You roll 2 on the die +2, so 4 total?
Okay, yep.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Got it. Mark that injury. As that sound radiates into the form, you see it. You all see it hit the exterior, and there's like an energy versus energy ripple that it looks like it repels some of that damage as well. And then it is Vajvahan's turn.
Vajvahan, kind of taken back by being struck by this. It was like an appendage of light, right? And then
like a bolt of like a fork of lightning, basically.
Okay. He kind of stares at his hands and the rainbow and the strange movement and the kind of woozy feeling that has come over him a little bit. Surprised that he actually wasn't just murdered right then and there because he's so frail. And so he steps a little bit backwards, kind of places his hand against the stone, and then he kind of squints his second eyes and adjusts his glass as he analyzes this energy beast. And I will go ahead and analyze weakness against this beast.
Yeah.
That's a 4 and a 2, so that would be a success, right?
Right. Okay. So until the end of Vajrahan's next turn, as Vajrahan shouts out, "Strike it here," and gives you guidance on where to make your most impact, you may attack at a decreased difficulty. Is that, say, physical attacks?
I think it's any attack. Let me double check.
Right.
I had it nearby. So for analyze weakness, difficulty scale on all attacks made by the explorer and their allies against the target until the manifestation ends. It's just all.
Yeah.
Period. Friends, where it projected the beam at me might be a weak point, I believe. Aim for there. And I kind of take a couple breaths as I lean against the stone next to me.
Yes. All right. I'm going to put the hexed marker on there for its hobbled situation.
And I'll end my turn because I'm sustaining that necklace. So
right.
That would be spent. And I
got it. Do you want to move from where you're at, or are you comfortable where you're at?
No, I think next to that rock, it's. I think you said it was like a 12-foot reach, so I'm kind of a little bit out of range. And with our brave dragon kind of using sonic wing attacks, I feel fairly confident.
Excellent. All right, I should have had Emerald go. He's also on this turn, so let me get Emerald in here. As standing on the hillock, Emerald jumps off to the ground to stand next to it. Oof. And when he does, you see him begin to draw the air around himself. And let me open. Oh, I don't need to do that, actually, I know. As Emerald does that, you see his form shift into a column of pure fire, and he becomes a humanoid of fire.
Hell yeah.
So, yes, I don't have a marker. I don't
What's
think
up,
for
Pat?
That, but
Some flame?
yeah.
Flame on.
Flame. So you just see his form completely turn into fire. And that is Emerald's turn, however, because he used his full resources to do that, which then takes us to Zorik.
Okay. So, yeah. I really want to use Phantasm.
Ooh.
Which is out of my mind discipline. So I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I guess it is of trickery and false imagery.
Mm-hmm.
So it is I'm going to say that it is an image of an even larger hillock-sized. Well, I probably have a status effect or a size of area that I can affect too, huh? So maybe it can only be,
It could be 12 to 24 feet depending on the success of your roll. So
all right, it's gonna be a what should it be? What could I phantasm this thing?
Well-fit version of Sith. Sorry, I'm just trying to bring
no, I'm sorry. I appreciate
I miss
you for
my
that
buddy.
very much. I don't know. I'm gonna try to phantasm the biggest size I can of a colossi, just like storming towards this thing.
right.
So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see if I can do it.
Yep.
And my intention is to distract it.
Okay.
Boo. No, that is double ones.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will not do that, but I will take a recovery option.
Nope, not for double ones. Double ones.
I don't get it for double ones.
Not for double ones. You only prevent reprisal with double ones.
You know what? Okay. All right. No reprisal. I'll take that. That's fine.
Since I know I haven't gone yet, I don't know if that means that I don't have a dice cache yet, or if I do.
You can assist.
Could I assist?
Yes, if you wish to, because you do have a dice
Would you
cache.
like an assistance?
I'll just look over and say, "Yep, that fizzled."
So the way it works is, regardless of Fellavaai's role, which you cannot apply primacy, though you could apply key point. The results of the original die roll still stand, whether Zork were to change it before or after the results of your assist. But let's go ahead and get your assist in there and see what it looks like.
Am I rolling, or is Dave rolling?
No, you roll, because it comes out of your dice cache.
And even after Fellavaai rolls, I can use primacy to maybe re-roll one of mine as well. Okay.
Re-roll or even change one die if you have not used primacy on that roll yet.
I have a 3.
Okay.
Now, can I use primacy on her on Fellavaai's 3 to make? Okay, it has to be on my dice. Okay.
But because attacks against it are at reduced difficulty?
No, its attacks are reduced, or its attacks are increased in difficulty.
But
shucks,
I think that we had both, didn't we? That Vajvahan's thing made us.
Oh, it did give you you're right. It did give you a decreased difficulty. Of course. Yes. Yes, because of analyze weakness. So that does hit.
So theoretically, I could use two primacy right now to re-roll one of my dice.
Yes, you could.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Maybe we can get.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah. Why not?
Why wouldn't I?
50-50.
Okay.
50-50
Yep.
shot.
Here we go. All right. Let me record keep that. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna re-roll one of these. Come on. It's a 2.
Okay. So you got a 1, 2, 3 on the roll, but the 3.
Oh no, you couldn't.
No,
you
can't. But the 3, you feel that energy does coalesce. It catches at the last moment, and you can see it, and you think the target can see as this 12-foot tall colossi emerges. Now, it's not as big as the hillock, but it's bigger than any of you.
Yeah. All right.
I will tell you, however, because now I would get a challenge roll. And this is going to feel sort of dickish, but you realize when you enforce that mind effect that this creature does not seem to be affected.
Okay. That's good intel. That's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wild.
Okay. We learned something. It's not a total failure. Okay.
And you are not maintaining anything, so I think you still have a third die, right?
I do have a third die, yeah.
What do you want to do with it?
I'm gonna wait and see what Fellavaai does, and maybe I can help back.
Okay, so you're gonna hold it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
Got it. And that takes us then to Fellavaai, right?
My man, Fellavaai is once again in that place of panic of this is even bigger than the thing that she and her friends faced, and they don't have Sif anymore, and Sif was the one that was able to very, very easily deal with these things. So she's back in that place of panic, and once again, the shadows are leeching and pulling and pushing and just going crazy behind her, and with the 2 dice, I will take the ribbons from my ankles and release the shadow and hope that it works.
All right.
Okay. A 1 and a 3. So, do I need to bump the 3 to a 4, or because of Vajvahan's ability?
So you're not
it's a
attacking
manifestation,
the
not
this
an
is a manifestation for you. Yes, you are manifesting your shadow.
I will use a primacy to make it a 4.
All right, let's give you your.
And I'm going to hold on to my other dice cache in case assistance is needed elsewhere.
Your other die. Okay. There's your little.
When does the dice cache renew?
Thank you.
At the start of
the
start of the individual character's turn.
Start of the character's turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So as we loop around, It is the Echo Beast's turn.
My thing gets to attack now at the end of my turn, right?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Or after my turn?
You're right. At the end of your turn, so as long as you're done with everything, it can move up to 16 feet and make 1 2-die attack.
Fantastic. I will have it move. Can I put it between Kava and Embrel?
Yeah, sure. Go and move it where you want it.
Yay.
All right.
And it's 2 dice?
Yes, it is. Uh-huh.
Ooh. A 4 and a 1.
Okay, roll a d4 of damage.
And that's a 4.
Okay.
Woo.
As you see the shadow swoop in, similar
which is
to
a super success, right? Because it's only a 3 to hit.
Success.
It's
because it's a high success.
1 and a 4.
Yeah, but a 4 is a 5, right?
No,
because of my
not
analyze.
No, it's still a success. Yeah.
Okay.
Still a single success. It doesn't make it a high success. It's just you need at least a 3 to get a success.
Yes.
But as that shadow whacks into it, you see a similar ripple of energy in the surface.
And I think I'm just gonna take a couple steps back.
All right.
And that's that. That'll be that.
Very well. It moves, pushing into the group of you and making you take a few steps back as it advances. And you wonder why it would do that. And then it shoots its electrical reach out at Vajrahan again, as if it's focused on Vajrahan now.
Oh my gosh.
That
Vaj
is a high success.
Oh, Vaj. What?
Also, let me see what the... however, it mutes in its brightness even more. So that is... Let me roll the damage.
Is it possible with my held die to intercept that attack?
Yes, you may attempt to intercept that attack. How do you want to do that?
I would like to just, as I see it happen, I want to step in front of Vajrahan to shield them from the blast.
And take the blast. Okay.
Yeah.
You, so make a make a single die roll body to try to get there fast enough.
Okay. No, it's a 1. Sorry.
Okay.
Can I help him in that?
Dice are terrible.
On a held action, no.
Dang it.
Actually, I don't know. What does the rule say on that?
Can someone else attempt to do a body roll in similar fashion?
Well, that would be the assist. And you can only do 1 assist per roll.
Damn it.
The assist is... Let's just
I feel like
double-check
dance
that.
move called the body roll.
Are you putting those dice in dice jail, Dave?
They're going away, yeah.
Or...
I should get a real dice jail. I just have this massive caddy.
I have similar.
So you have a held die, Fellavaai?
I do have a held die.
That is an action. That is considered one of Zorik's actions. So that is an action roll. You can assist on an action roll. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Kind of flavor it of pulling his shadow to pull him faster into it, seeing as he wants to do that, not forcing him to do so.
Fair.
Which I don't think works. It's a 3.
Not quite, because it's an assist. You cannot change it unless you have you want to put a key point on it.
I do have a key point. I'm gonna use it. I'm doing
You
it.
can use it. All right.
Oh my
I'm using my key
gosh.
point.
All right.
We're all
I don't
in
want
on this.
Vajrahan to die.
Yeah.
So
same.
Zorik, as you move forward, you're just that electricity. You just see it shooting across in front of you. You know you're not going to get there, and then Fellavaai reaches forward, grabs your shadow, and jerks you right in front of it as this bolt of energy hits you.
Let's go.
4 plus 2 minus 1, 5 injuries. However,
Which I have.
You have armor?
I was just going to say, I have armor that's persistent, so that's 1. And then I also had a point from resting on a sleeping pad.
Oh, So that boosts. Do not delete your temporary IS for that.
Okay.
However, deduct your total by 3.
Oh shoot.
And but this is a side total, not your actual total, because you do not feel yourself get injured. Instead, there is that weird outline on the side where you got injured. Just like Vajrahan has.
Like the weird colors, the weird, yeah. Ooh.
The weird shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the flash in your eyes created that ghost on your retina, but you see it doesn't fade at all. It's there.
What's up,
and
Jose?
Then it attacks again. And it's going to attack Zorik.
No.
Again?
Yep. And that is another high success.
I'm a tank. Don't worry, I'm a tank.
I don't think that's true. Dave, I don't think that's true.
Zorik, that is 3, 5, -1 is 4, -1 for your armor is 3 again, as 3 more points come off of your total. Mm-hmm. And that outline that everyone can see grows brighter, more substantive, and actually gains distance from your form. So the outline is bigger, almost like it is extending from the fullness of your own body.
I'm just like trying to brush it off. Like, oh, what is this?
As you do that, it moves, right, with the outline of your arm and your elbow and your shoulder and your head. And it is now Kava's turn again.
How's everybody looking? How's everybody feeling? Just doing a quick glance around the battlefield, checking in on my homies.
You don't recognize any sort of injury that you've ever seen. All you see is this weird outline on Vajrahan and this increasingly dense, weird outline on Zorik. There's been no cries of pain, no stumbling, no bleeding.
Okay. But I do remember how my last attack went, and it didn't seem nearly as effective as I was hoping it could have been. So, with that being said, Seer, I have 2 dice. Hypothetically, if I wanted to do a called roll, I could use 1 dice for said called roll and 1 dice for a physical attack after the fact, correct?
Well, we're in turn order, so your rolls are action rolls.
Action rolls. Oh, yeah, touche. Hold up. Wait a minute.
A called roll is only if it's either usually it's something that I would call for. That's why it's a called roll, and it doesn't affect your dice cache. But when you're in turn order, your dice are committed to your dice cache.
Okay.
Unless I say no, let me clarify that. I could still call for a called roll in a certain circumstance, but anything that you're trying to do action wise comes out of your dice cache. So, in other words, tell me what you're thinking, and let's see how that applies.
I would like to enhance body and then attempt a physical attack.
Okay, those are both action rolls.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
And enhancing body is a manifestation.
So I'm going to attempt to enhance my current Fate Worm form.
So let me ask you a question. Are you trying to are you trying to increase your damage, or are you trying to increase your chance to hit?
Oh, damage through and through.
Okay. All right, so what did you get?
Well, that was a 1.
Okay.
So that's why I was also like, huh? Like, but that's fine. It didn't happen. The moment didn't come to me. That's fine. I'm still going to attack regardless with my dice. That's fine. That's a 4.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
How do you attack it? What do you do? Do you claw it? Do you bite it?
We're close enough. Yeah, actually, you know what? We're just going to full on like grip it with claws, but we're going to.
All right. You bite into it. Roll D4 plus 1.
1. 4 plus 1.
All right. And then you bite into it. It's a weird sensation. It's kind of rubbery or spongy in the form, and it hums with this kind of vibratory energy. What was your total? 5? And you bruise it like, a real good like bite. that would bruise rather than break the skin is essentially the effect that you have. But it does seem to injure it. And what's next? What else?
Both my dice spent. That ends my turn.
Okay.
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
So those are for physical attacks that it seemed to not have as much of an effect. Did we notice when my shadow did its thing that seemed to also be the case?
That was also a physical attack. Yeah.
Okay.
When the shadow hit it, there was like that ripple on the surface, which seemed to be partly effective and partly repelled. That answer your question? Good. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
No worries. So that was Kava. So then it is. It's actually Embril's turn. If we are following proper order, Embril in this towering, or not towering, but this flame column form, he walks up and punches into the form as well. That's a 4-2. Embril does 3 plus 1, 4, reduced to 2. Actually, it doesn't even, the flame does not seem to be effective either, so it's reduced to 1. You realize that there's no charring, no burning, no flinching of this creature as Embril's flaming fist punches into it. And, but that's Embril's turn, and then it takes us to Vajrahan.
Vajrahan would like to use Identify Object to see if I can discover the weakness to this beast. Would that be an appropriate use of this?
That would be still an appropriate use of Identify Weakness.
It would be. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. What you're talking about with no object is like an item. What is its history? What is its properties? Same idea.
I will do Analyze Weakness. So Analyze Weakness can be used either to give an advantage to my allies to hit or to understand like the weaknesses of it.
Or with a high success, you could do both.
Okay, cool. Well, then I will go ahead and analyze the weakness of this Echo Beast again. And that is a 4-2 again.
Okay.
Yeah. What is this weak to? Or perhaps a resistant to? You know, what is this thing really?
Yes. You look into the kind of the history, the makeup, the form of this beast, and weaknesses you don't really identify. What you do find is that it has a natural kind of resistance to physical injury. It also has an imperviousness to both element and mental.
What does that leave? Are those the 3 different kinds of damage types? Are there other forms of damage?
Well, so the damage types typically are mental and physical. It has some physical resilience against physical, and it has imperviousness with mind and elemental in any form, which would be typically physical.
Okay. My friends, this beast is immensely resilient, but your physical pursuits are the best way to dispose of it. And with that, Vajrahan will retreat 1, 2, 3, 4 over to this other rock over here. Right, 32 is my movement, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. This thing seems to want Vajrahan for lunch, so he's
and is no longer.
Maybe we should run.
Embril says, "We're too far yet from the tunnels." I will also say across the way, about 250 breaths in the distance, you see another one light up.
We should definitely run.
It's at a distance still, so it's not close, not upon you. But you do realize that you're in something of an open field with at least a couple of these things in the area.
A hillock echo beast, a hunting ground?
Pretty much.
Fellavaai is not stressing.
No, not at all.
Vajrahan, you're done, right? So that takes us to
I don't like the way
Zorik.
you said that, Ty. You're done.
Yes.
Finished. You've completed your action.
There we go. Thank you. It's less ominous. Foreshadowing. Zorik's turn. Oh gosh. All right. Zorik is GTFO.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bolt out of there.
Do you want to spend a die to detach from reprisal, or are you going to take the chance?
Oh. Yeah, I better spend a die for that.
Okay.
Thanks for the reminder.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I get here, I'm also going to use my psychokinesis to pick up a rock and fling it at this creature as I'm retreating.
Okay. And I believe by definition that you would first have to lift it, then use an attack to throw it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Can I lift it this round and then next round throw it? That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes. Okay. All right, go for it.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I'm going to do as I come running towards Vajrahan, I am singing a panicked song of healing, and I'm gonna try to heal Vajrahan if I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My maximum HP is reduced. I don't think I can be, like, I'm not actually damaged.
I know, but Zorik doesn't know that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that. No,
what
God, my
happens.
dice have abandoned me.
No.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. I'm going to. Can I use a primacy to bump it to a 2/2 and then get a primacy back?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Perfect.
I don't know what that does for me. Does that do anything for me?
It prevents you from facing reprisal.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
That's the end of my turn.
You could
Ty.
also maybe
I'm
get an
finished.
armor factor.
Yeah, you can get any kind of recovery you want.
I'm finished.
You're finished,
As they say.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Yeah.
All right, that was Zorik's turn. It's Fellavaai.
Fellavaai is going to turn to Embrel, and once again the sort of echoey voice of, even though this being of fire is here, light still casts shadows, and around him he can just hear like the echoes of her words kind of layering on top of each other in almost different sounds of voices as she is panicked. What is happening?
You're asking Embrel?
I'm asking Embrel what is happening to my friends.
I don't know. These beasts have different abilities and effects in this land. They are the imaginative creations of the environment. I can't explain it.
Then I'm gonna spend a dice to keep up my shadows, and then I'm going to use 2 to try and like I said, light create shadows, gather whatever shadows I can, and stretch them and almost slingshot them at this beast.
Love it.
And use Void Crush.
Okay.
Okay. A 2 and a 3. I will bump that 3 to a 4.
Okay.
I am running low on privacy. And then that's a D4.
D4, yeah.
Another 4. Wow.
Awesome. All right. Your shadow slams into this. It's almost like a ballista almost, and ripples across the surface. Again, it doesn't break the surface, but it leaves like almost a purple hue that then fades, but does seem to have been effective. I would say, looking at it, the creature, you can almost see that the area that you've all been hitting is kind of drooping a little bit, almost like a loose skin effect.
That's fantastic.
All right.
I'm going to... Oh, 4, 8, 12. Just kind of position myself in front of these people that I care about, and my shadows will attack. And I think as they are hounding into this thing, those that are closest to it hear wails.
So Kava and Embrel.
Yes, I got a 4 and a 2.
Nice. Roll that d4 damage.
Please be good. A 1.
Okay.
But it's something. It's something.
It's like a slap. And as it goes to hit, the hillock shifts and it looks like it throws the shadow off, so its impact isn't nearly as effective as you were hoping. And that takes us back to the top of the order as the hillock shifts again. 5, 2, 20, 24.
You should run.
Pushes everyone. And it strikes. Let's see. I'm going to go 1 through 4. I'm going to go 1 Vajvahan, 2 Zorik, 3 Fellavaai, and 4 Kava. That's a 4 and a 2. So 1 at Zorik, 1 at Kava. We'll go with Kava first. That is a 2-3. I will bump the 3 to a 4. Kava as the... Oh, I gotta figure out its... 7. It glows brighter slightly from its dim light as it does this, Kava. And it hits you for 3... or 5. Kava, you have an armor factor with this form, I believe, of 2?
You're muted, Kayla.
I forget which size I was. I'm so sorry.
Adolescent.
Adolescent. Armor factor 4. Holy chicken nuggets.
Wow. Awesome.
Wow.
Yo, we actually have a tank.
So yoink, and that goes away. And then you said it was a 5. So with that, and then I have an armor persisted +1. But does that apply when I'm in Fate Worm form?
Nope. You have the form's armor factor. However, you only take 1 from your total. Again, do not mark it off of your actual running total. Just track it against your total.
Just track it.
And the faint outline of where you were hit of your form lights up. And then Zorik, it shoots that is a 3-1. I will use the primacy again to bump it to a 4. And that is a total of 4 minus 1 against your armor factor. So you take 3 off your total, and that what you literally, the rest of you, all of you see that this shimmering outline on Zorik is literally like half a person now in size. There's literally a division of the leg away from the leg. Yes.
I'm at 0. Yeah.
The shape pulls away from you entirely, and there is a radiant outline of your general silhouette facing you. And it goes on turn order 4.
And it's friendly. Right?
Sure.
So I don't go down, it just, this thing is created.
This thing is created. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And you can stop tracking that injury unless the Echo Beast hits you again.
Okay.
But now you know what it is doing. And And that is the beast's turn. I have to minus my primacy. And it is Kava's turn. Unless you're switching with anybody.
Ooh, oh boy. Oh boy. Would anybody like to switch? I'm more than willing to still hit
Just
this
an-
thing. Anybody have an idea?
I can try and analyze the weakness again to make it easier to hit. For all of you,
I like that idea.
if you let me take first. But we also have an extra Zorik on the board. However, Vajrahan will take first. And Vajrahan doesn't know this, but he's just going off of a hunch. He's like, I think we need to fell the beast quickly. And I kind of squint again and adjust my glasses as I kind of stare at the blurry, bright light that is this giant hillock. And here we go. That's a 3-2. I will use a primacy to bump up to a 4.
All right.
To analyze the weakness and lower the to hit difficulty down to a 3.
Perfect. Yep. To decrease difficulty.
That will be my turn. And then Vajrahan will shift a bit further back. Not that it seems to do anything, but he continues to back away from this terrifying entity.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
Emerald goes. Now informed with the weakness, that is a 2-4, so that is a hit. Emerald will go ahead and spend a... No, that's still just a standard hit on a 3-4. So we will take the damage. 2, 3 minus... Actually, 2, 3... All right, so Embrol hits it with your assistance, doing some damage. And it is Kava's turn.
Still with my claws, they're gonna dig even deeper. And I'm honestly, we're just chopping away. Like, imagine you walk in on your dog and they're tearing apart your cushions. That's exactly what this looks like. That's exactly what Kava's doing.
All right.
We're just turning it into fluff everywhere. Because we're not trying to enhance form. We're gonna use both dice for this action.
Okay.
Yep. That is a 3 and a 1. I'm going to bump the 3 to a 4.
You got it. So
There we
D4
go.
plus 1.
Sorry, the 3 would hit normally. You don't
Oh,
need
right.
to
You don't have
primacy
to-
that.
Correct.
Oh, really?
It's just a success. Yep.
Oh, touche. Love that. Won't use the primacy because we don't need to do that. D4. 4.
4 plus 1.
Nice.
Yeet. 4 plus 1.
Okay. There is some resistance, but you effectively tear a piece off, and you rip it out, and it dissolves in your mouth and fades to nothing, almost like cotton candy, but more like a dispersion of energy. And that's Kava. And
Yeet.
Emerald, Zorik, you're up.
Ty, what does it feel like when this echo of myself is torn from me like that?
It's not a strong physical sensation. It's almost like there's no sensation. It's just there was this weird shadow coming off of you, and then it was standing next to you in a full form. But you don't actually have a sensation of it being part of you or how what's going on.
Do I have a sense that it's malevolent or neutrally inclined, or does it look like it's...
Actually, I didn't do anything with it last round. It looks like it is taking a combative stance.
And it looks like me?
In outline, yeah. It's otherwise a pure energy form.
Okay, I am going to... and that's what that little mask icon is. I'm going to race... Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to race towards it, seeing that and freaking out. Instead of running away, he's going to run towards it. And Zorik is going to try to grab it. I don't know if it's physical in nature or if it's not, whatever. And he's just going to scream in its face with a sonic attack, just and just like these sound waves, just blasting it right in the face.
All right, make an attack.
Come on, dice, let's do something.
Let's do it.
That's a 2 and a 3. If I bump that 2 to a 3, would that be a high success?
No, because the analyze weakness was on the hillock.
Oh, gotcha. Well, then I'm going to bump the 3 to a 4.
Got it.
Yep.
Please roll damage.
And that is D4?
Yes.
I should know that. That is 4. All right. Well, I'll take that. Okay.
Yeah. And you have a persistent armor factor of 1, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yep. You scream into it, and you see part of it, like the impetus or the momentum of your shrill scream pushes energy feathers back off of it, and they flick off like bits of flame that kick off of a fire. And your total was 4, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It did look effective. Nicely done.
Was I able to grab it? Did you say, or is it?
Yeah. There's some substance to it.
Okay.
Yep.
So I don't know if I can hold it in place or
that would be a wrestle attack, which would be a separate action.
Okay.
But you have.
I do have another die, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try to restrain it or whatever I'm not sure what the status effect would be.
Yeah, it's wrestle, which is
okay.
a specific type of attack, and you're basically trying to immobilize it so it can't get away, and it does get a challenge if you're successful. It's a body.
All right, here we go. Body roll. Come on. That's a 4.
Nice. All right. Let me see if I.
Let's go.
You hold it
back,
fast.
baby.
You
Okay.
hold it fast, and it tries.
You're not going anywhere.
All right. Awesome. Okay, that's Fellavaai.
I think you said that it also got a 4 on its.
Oh, right.
roll.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
So Zorik, you're in a wrestling match with this thing, and it's fighting back against you. It is going to use 1 die to try to pull away, mobilize out of your grasp. That is absolutely not successful. And then it has pulse. It dims, and a spark from its head tries to shoot you in the forehead.
Rude.
That is a 2-3. I will use one of its primacy to bump it to a 4. It will hit you for 3 minus 1 injury.
Now, is this actual injury or is this?
This is actual injury.
Okay, got it.
And when that happens, it momentarily blinds you, and you're stunned by the impact of it as it sears into your forehead. That hurt.
I howl in pain.
That's the first time, other than Embril's screech of surprise, that you've heard anyone make a cry of pain as Zorik is crying out with an injury. Fellavaai, it is your turn now.
Hearing that sound, like, I think as soon as the lightning or whatever this hillock beast struck Zorik, his head immediately whipped around to see that all unfurl.
It wasn't the hillock that did it. It's this weird humanoid outline that's...
The initial from the hillock, and then the separation, and then the fight that has occurred since then.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Ty.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to have multiple of the same manifestation?
It depends. Like the same effect doesn't stack?
Yes. But if I were to spend a dice to keep up my shadow and use a dice to take Zorik's shadow.
Yeah, you can do that. You can get that. That's
Fantastic.
That's yeah, absolutely.
Lovely. I am going to do that. hearing the injury for the first time and just having that fear of not only is there one that's way bigger than the one that I faced before, but there's another that is my friend. And I'm the only one that can take weird shadow things from my friends. But just
Nobody
the
takes my
fear
friend's shadow but me.
of something happening to this person that is one of the only people that has been consistent since she lost all of her people get hurt. Let's hope. That's a 2 and a 1.
Ouch.
Now I have 2 primacy. Do I spend 2 of that to re-roll that 1?
This is one of those moments of truth.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Don't forget, you can also.
Why not?
Don't forget, you may also spend 2 IS to gain a primacy as a free
That's
action in a single round.
Fantastic point, Ty. We'll get there, I'm sure. Okay. It's a 4.
Okay. Boop. You pop Zorik's shadow out as a second puppet.
In the way that Fellavaai kind of takes off the ribbons is gentle. There is not an aggression in how she treats her own shadow, and she wouldn't deign to do the same with her friend. However, the way that it then slithers across the ground behind this creature is aggressive. It is not kind. As there are now 3 Zoreks, or at least 1 Zorek and 3 shapes of Zorek, all fighting each other.
Let me give you another zombie.
Zorik is so confused right now.
Actually, I'm gonna once again stand protectively with Vajvahan. That'll be the end of my turn. I'm gonna make 2 4 rolls. The first roll is gonna be for my shadow.
Oh, right, against the hillock.
Against the hillock. A 2 and a 4.
Nice.
So that one hits.
Yeah.
And then against double 4s against Zorek.
Oh, wow. Brilliant. Okay, that is a D4 plus 2 on Zorik's attacker and a D4 against the hillock.
That's a 4 plus 2.
Hell yes.
Sweet. Okay, so that's one on. Nice.
And then a 1.
4 plus 2
Who's
is
the hero
6.
now?
Just a 5. Boom. Wow. Yeah, Zorik, because you're standing there. What was your other damage? 1?
Yes, 1.
Okay. That one is not as effective. Zorik, you're standing there. You do kind of feel your shadow peel off like a thin skin. It's not painful, but it feels tacky. And it slithers around as you watch it peel off and come around behind this energy form of you and thwack this thing in the back of the head, and it kicks and seems to really have been hit hard. That's as much as you can tell as far as the damage goes, but it does look like there was a serious impact there.
I'm going to turn over my shoulder and just look back at Fellavaai and just go, thank you.
Please be okay.
This takes us back to the top of the order again, and it is the hillock's turn.
What's up, Jeff?
Hi, Jeff.
All right. The hillock is going to attack. Let's see. It's got 3 assailants on its side there. So 1 Emerald, 2 Fellavaai Shadow, 3 Kava, 4 Zorik. That is a 2. That is the Shadow. And 1. That is Emerald. At the same time, it brightens a little bit in its intensity.
Usually it's been dimming, right?
It has been dimming a lot. It did brighten a little bit. This time it brightened it a little bit even more. However, that is a 2-1. I am not going to spend the primacy on that roll. So, Fellavaai, would you give me a 2d4 reprisal against it?
That's a 3 and a 1, but I think hits because of the lowered difficulty.
So this is reprisal. It's not actually your attack. It's
Heard.
just reprisal. And reprisal is a neutral effect.
Got it.
It's a flavorful but neutral effect. And then it attacks Emerald with a 4-3. I will use primacy on that. As Emerald cries out, suffering 3, 4, 5, 6 injuries, reduced by 1. Emerald staggers.
Oh no. That's our guide.
Wait, injury?
Right.
Injury? Not like
Oh,
this.
I'm sorry.
importantly,
No,
yes,
you're
he
right. No. And he doesn't stagger. He gets an outline of flame. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But it does take the shape that he's in, as these feathers of flame have outlined him as a weird, flaming, colorful shadow
You
energy.
scared me, Ty.
Yeah, there's a lot to track here. That is the Hillock's turn. It is, I believe, Vajrahan was in the first spot.
Let's see here. And it attacked over at Embrel and like Kava's direction, right?
It attacked Embrel. Yeah, Embrel and Fellavaai's shadow.
Okay. I am gonna attempt to manifest Earth and create a small barrier between kind of up to protect a little bit that kind of row of individuals there. I think I can make it up to three segment. I don't know, is there a way to pay? But
Yeah, make it 12 feet wide. Mhm.
Yeah, between Kava to Embrel. I'm just gonna throw 1 dice at that though.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try and manifest here. That is a 4. Awesome.
Beautiful. All right. How do you want to do the full 12-foot dimension?
Yeah, just a straight line, basically between them and this Echo Beast. Just sort of a little protective barrier between them. I'm not sure exactly what that would do rule-wise, but I imagine it would help protect against attacks. That
Yes. What it does is it gives them a
class.
an armor factor.
Good, or armor factor. That's what it is. Yes.
Yes.
So I'll do that, and then I'll actually save my 1 to potentially my other action to assist.
Hold your die. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that will be. Do I want to move? No, actually, Vajrahan just puts a gentle hand, just ever so lightly, almost like a feather, onto Fellavaai's shoulder. It's like, thank you for protecting me.
Awesome.
And
All right.
you too, Zorik. But Zorik's kind of busy over there. And that'll be Vajrahan's turn.
All right. We go to the second round. Emerald steps around and strikes in their flame form. Ouch. Emerald is going to use 2 primacy to reroll the 1 on their 2-1, and that is the 3, which is good enough. Because no, it's not, because your turn just ended, so that analyze weakness would have now faded. So that is not good enough.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's all right. Emerald steps back under the benefit of the barrier, and it is Kava's turn. Tear it
I
up.
got no other plans right now except for this. Shaking nugget butts. That's a 2 and a 1.
Oh.
Vajrahan, do you want to assist?
Fudge.
So if I roll, say, something like a 3, can I use primacy to adjust that up to? No, not on an assist. And she
Assist
couldn't use
cannot.
primacy to adjust mine either, right?
No. She would use Kava could use this primacy to change the 2 to a 3 to get recovery.
Yeah.
And you don't have a key point right now, right? Vajrahan?
what is a key point?
No, I have not awarded any since you joined. Key point is an award from the seer that would allow you to apply it as primacy to any role that you cannot apply primacy to normally.
I have one that I would be willing to give to Vajvahan.
But it would have to be your assist.
You have any dice for assist, Zorik?
No, Vajvahan has to be holding it because it's Vajvahan's assist.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it. No offense, Kava. You're awesome.
No, that's okay. But I can do primacy to recovery.
You can bump the 1 to a 2 for recovery, or you can re-roll the 1 at the cost of 2 primacy. Which is what I wouldn't re-roll the 2, but
I'm gonna risk it for the round pastry. I'm gonna spend that primacy, and I'm gonna go for the reroll. Yeah, right. You know what?
Yep.
Epic. Let's do it. Pop.
Is that a 1?
I don't know what you're talking about, Ty. I don't know what you're talking about, Ty.
Reach into this aura and try to draw on it, and you feel the pain of the strain as you try to reach and pull this in, and you actually suffer 1 injury.
Oh no. I tried. Okay, then
would this be an injury that's absorbed by the armor factor of the barrier between her, or no?
No, this is a reprisal injury.
Okay.
And reprisal armor factor does not protect against reprisal, but that's an excellent question.
Thank you.
Okay, so Kava, that's your turn, right? You stay put, or are you gonna move?
No, stuck here.
Okay, all right. Then it is, let's see, that takes us to 3rd, which would be Zorik.
Okay. Zorik is going to try to use his psychokinesis. Can I use psychokinesis as an attack itself?
Like lift the target?
I want to basically I kind of want to get inside this Echo Beast and scramble it up from the inside with my mind. I want to do a mind scramble on this thing.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Let's give it a try.
Okay.
I'm gonna use two dice for this. Double 1s.
Okay.
So no reprisal at least,
There's
right?
no reprisal, right? Yep.
It's the little wins, guys. At this point, it's the little wins.
What is happening?
This is not going so well.
I know.
What is happening?
My dice
are
SOBs.
Yeah. So that's your turn, Zorik.
Yeah, I'm going
you still have a die, right?
I still have 1. I'm going to I'm gonna hold it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, then that takes us to the 4th round. Your form that's across from you brightens a little bit. And
that's good.
Another fork of that energy comes out. That's a 3-1. I'll use a primacy to bump it to a 4 as you're hit with another bolt. That is 4 injuries reduced to 3.
Because of my armor?
Because of your armor. But you
and
are
is that
zapped.
against my actual injury or my side injury?
That's your
real
actual injury. Yeah.
Okay.
What? How did you look? How you looking?
Oh, actually, let me clarify that. That's a 4 because it has pulsed up.
Oh yeah.
So that extra. Yeah.
I mean, naturally. What kind of an attack was it? It was the pulse of energy.
Yeah, the little fork.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry out again because that hurt. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt.
And it tries to grab you and throw you on the ground.
Oh my god, this thing's rude.
But it doesn't succeed. It lunges for you, and you move out of the way as you stagger back from this injury. And now it is Fellavaai's turn.
So I'm going to use 2 dice to maintain my manifestations.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the leftover 1 that I have to try and heal Zorik.
Okay. Now, Vajrahan and Zork both have a held die, so this is the round to use it. Otherwise, you'll well, Zork, no, you still have time. Vajrahan, you lose it.
That is a 2.
Okay.
I will go ahead and use it.
All right. Vajrahan comes in to assist.
That's a 4.
Nice.
No, over there, darling, over there.
So you may.
I think you see Fellavaai start to take her hands, and almost like she was working with the space in front of her, a little like black thread appears in the air and widens and takes where this injury has been and almost swallows it to where it wasn't. And she was like a little over to the left, and you managed to like refocus her back to where where it was supposed to be. And that's 2 that you heal as the little scorch mark on your forehead gets a little smaller.
All right. And then your shadows may. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadows may go.
Oh, come on. So first one is once again going to be the Hillock, which is a 3-1. So that doesn't hit. But does that mean that it's a big failure? Because it...
No. Oh, yes, it does.
Yikes.
It is a high failure. That shadow, however, does not suffer any injury.
Fantastic. And then a 2-4 against
Beautiful.
Bright Zorik.
Yes, as that second shadow punches again into Bright Zorik.
3.
Describe how it dissipates this energy being and it fades to nothing.
I think... Oh, man. The way that like Zorik's hands were wrapped around this bright being, it places its hands on top of his and seems to just squeeze until it kind of just blips out. Like a bright light, and then it's gone.
Sweet.
And I'll move this Zorik, Shadow Zorik, kind of protectively in front of the real one.
Okay.
And that'll be that turn.
Got it. All right. Back to the top.
Nice job.
Rest, you guys.
This hillock keeps the brightness. And it is going to strike at Embrel and Fellavaai's shadow again. Primacy to strike Embrel for 2. There's a glancing bolt of energy as Embrel turns aside a little bit, and it seems to catch the flame figure partially. But Embrel does not cry out. The shadow, that is a 3-4. I'm going to increase it to a 4-4. With 3, 4, 5, 6 injuries. The shadow has a persistent
4.
2 armor factor, so a total of 4. But does that...
One
that on?
armor factor additional from my wall, correct?
Oh, actually, no, actually 2. Oh, wait, is it 1? Yeah, it is 1. So 3.
It has 1 health.
1 is.
What?
Ooh.
It is...
I think you guys hear the screeches of far too many voices in one shadow.
And it is Kava's turn. No, Vajrahan's turn.
Vajrahan's turn. Vajrahan will go ahead and back to analyzing weak spots so that his allies can spell this hill thing. The double 2s. I'll take that. And let's see here. For a restore option, I can get a primacy back or an armor. Correct.
Yes, or you can invoke
bonus of some
temporarily.
kind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and give myself an extra armor.
Okay.
But I'm made of tissue paper. So I tried to analyze the weakness, but I'm a little bit distracted by these howling, multi-voiced shadows screaming out in pain, and I just kind of lean over to Fellavaai and I'm like, "You are a little bit frightening, my dear," and that will be my turn.
That is a common sentiment. It is second. So Emerald goes. Emerald steps around that wall again and strikes true for 3. Okay. There is a sizzle from the form, and it seems to quiver and pull in on itself, where you see that kind of sag in its form. It's still fighting. Oops. But it is then Kava's turn.
I'm still chomping at the bit. Honestly, I'm not. I apologize, folks. It's a little boring, but I'm not really changed my play style here. It seems to be the most effective.
It's
so
working.
I'm just gonna keep
It's
at
working. Yeah.
Do you want to use one of your
It.
actions
Bro,
to try?
don't fix it. I'm
Do
like,
you want to try to enhance before you do that, or are you just going to go for the straight attack?
I only have 2 dice, and I really
right.
want to enhance body. If I had that 3rd dice and I wasn't in Fate Worm form right now, I would be like, you know what? Let's do that. But I only have 2.
Right.
So I think I'm just going to go for it.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, that's a 4, and that's a 2.
All right. Roll that damage plus 1.
That's a 2. Plus 1 is 3.
All right. Yeah, you're basically just holding on and trying to rend into this thing as best you can. It's a struggle. It is a strange texture. It is a strange creature, but you're doing your best and you're hanging in there. And that's it for Kava. It goes to Zorik.
Well, all right. Zorik is going to he's gonna use a sonic attack against this thing and try to aim it for that soft spot that Vajvahan had tried to point out. Just kind of like channeling the cone of sound waves towards that location on this creature's form. Let's see if my dice are good to me.
Sort of like a narrow vortex.
Yep. I have a 3 and a 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and use some primacy to bring that to a 4/4.
Awesome.
Let's go.
D4 plus 2, and I assume you wish to hobble it.
Yes, I will hobble it. That is, you said D4 plus 2, so a total of 4.
Okay. And that patch, that weird energy skin seems to be slagging down now to touch the ground. And it's there. Slowly but surely, there is an effect happening to this creature. And Rockwall's gone. Good. Thanks for the reminder. And that was Zorik's turn, so it is Fellavaai's turn.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on to 1 dice, and I think only Vajvahan would see it as they're as close as they are, but there are dark streaks coming from under their the cloth around their eyes of tears, hearing the screeches that are coming from their own shadow. And they're holding on to these 2 ribbons that have a symbol etched into each. and just kind of like tugging and pulling and wishing silently that everything will be okay despite the terrible things that have occurred. And going to end my turn there so that the two can make their attacks.
Okay.
A 3 and a 4 for Fellavaai Shadow.
Okay, that's a hit.
And a 2 and a 1 for Zorek Shadow.
Okay. 2-1 is not good.
I'm gonna ask a silly question. Can I assist that shadow using the 1 dice that I have?
That is an interesting question. An assist does apply to an action, and even though this is your own manifestation, is a creature taking an action, I don't see why not.
That's cool. That's a 2.
Okay, so the good news is that the Zork Shadow does not take any injury.
Great.
And in fact can recover if it needs to. I don't think it has anything, so...
Can I get an armor class for it?
Yep, you can get an armor factor for it, yep.
Fantastic.
However, roll your damage for the other one, which did hit.
Please. 2.
Okay.
And I think you all just see limbs and nails and hair of just shadowed forms just leeching and what's the word I'm looking for?
Just clawing and...
Yeah.
Like sloughing.
Yeah.
Lurch.
All of it. Lurching! Thank you.
Okay, it takes us back
But
to
all
the
of it, yeah.
top of the order again, where the creature makes attacks at Fellavaai's Shadow and Emerald. Fellavaai, your Shadow is hit for 3 injuries. Now reduced to 1, but I think it only has 1.
It only has 1. Does the wall reduce it by another 1?
The wall's gone.
The wall's gone.
Yeah, it fell.
For the first time, Fellavaai's Shadow, the bright light dissipates it, and it is gone. And there is no shadow attached to her at the moment.
Ouch. All right. The other hit against Emerald is a hit as well. That is 4 reduced to 3 against Emerald, and a bit more of that weird outline extends from Emerald as though the Emerald's form is about to birth a second silhouette. And it is Vajmahan's turn.
You're muted.
Loaded.
Oops. Vajvahan will attempt to conjure up stone onto Kava's teeth, enhancing as a support manifestation to enhance her damage. Do I throw 1 or 2? Do I risk it? I'm gonna throw just 1 so I can assist later on. So here's hoping it's a 3 or a 4. No, that's a 1. So that's
And Kava assist.
If you have a die, yeah, you can.
Because it's my turn coming up next, so technically I have a fresh dice cast.
At the start of your turn, so if you got a held die, now's the time to use it.
Yeah. All right, buddy, let's do this. Just because, I mean, that sounded great, and I want that. Yeah,
That'd be really cool.
that's a 4.
Oh, get out. Okay. The minerals, you feel the minerals in your teeth as you're in this fate worm form harden and crust and elongate into your bite as Vajvahan creates this effect on your bite. Vajvahan, you still have 1 die left and an action, I believe.
Yeah,
one singular.
Vajvahan. I'm going to hold that for assistance in case I need to instruct my dragon friend how to bite better. And we'll go ahead and pass it on to Kava.
All right.
Before we do, I do, however, again, just a gentle hand onto Fellavaai's shadow, our shoulder, seeing her tears coming down. Yeah. kind of just a very light, comforting touch.
Awesome. All right. Embrel steps forward again to strike, and that is a high success for Embrel. Let's go. Embrel does almost max damage. That is 4, but it is reduced. Actually, that doesn't even do anything, so it is itty bitty damage, but it is no, that's 3, 5, 6, but the 6 doesn't count. 5, 2, 3. Yeah. Not itty bitty damage. It did fine. It did well. Embrel.
Let's
And-
go. Embrel.
Yeah. Let's see. However, then Embrel's form turns back into their natural form. And they stand there, and you look at them. Embrel is bleeding, swollen, and uneven on his feet. But yeah, that's as much as you got to go with on that. And it is Kava's turn. Kava, you have an additional +1, so you are +2 on your damage if you hit. Make that roll.
I'm fighting into that thing again with my newfound stone teepees.
Mm-hmm.
They feel real funny, but it's okay. Yeah. Yes, yes, sir.
Is that a high success? Or 4?
Well, I only got 1 because I had to. Oh wait, no, I didn't. No, because I used 1 to assist, so I only had the 1, so only 1 for it yet.
Well, no, your assist comes back to you, but if you only rolled 1, you got a 4. Just take that.
Stop it! Does it really?
Well, yeah, because your dice cache restores at the start of your turn as long as you...
That's a 3 that I'm gonna make a 4.
All right.
Woo!
Okay, so roll D4
Are you plus
plus
4?
4. Yes.
Please.
Here
That's
we go.
a 3. I wish it was another 4. I really wish it was.
Pretty
That's-
badass though.
7 is pretty great.
7 minus 2 because of armor factor, still 5. Nicely done.
Nice
Come
metal
on.
biting right there.
Yeah. That is the kind of effect we're looking for around here with these manifestations and these assists and everything. The creature is flaring and dimming and growing in radiance and dimming, and it seems to be having quite a time. And it is Zorik's turn.
Okay. Gosh, I never really know what to do. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I know that my friends are in pain and hurting. So can I pull myself away without a reprisal?
As long as you aren't in melee.
Yeah. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to try to I'm going to try that Song of Healing again.
Okay. On...
Is there any way I could do it on both of them? Or would that be 2 separate actions, 1 for each?
No, you can make that an area.
An area? I'd like to do an
I-
area effect if possible. Yeah.
Am not physically hurt at the moment.
I don't think
Well,
technically I am either, but I am kind of
Is-
trippy rainbow aura.
Yeah, Zork doesn't know that, unfortunately.
Uh.
So, anyways, I'm going to try it. A 3 and a 2. I'm going to bump the 3 to a 4.
Okay. You know what? Fellavaai, you're not injured. You're not under any status effect. Vajrahan is kind of under this weird effect that we could consider a status effect. So because Vajrahan is not physically injured, you do have the option. You always have the option, whether it's physical healing or removing a status effect on a single success, to remove a status effect if you wish to.
Yeah, if that will help at all, then that's what I would wish to do. I would wish to help my friends.
Vajrahan, how many points of injury is that you've been carrying?
Of the foe injury, it's 4 points.
Okay, Zork, why don't you go ahead and roll the healing and see if you can completely eliminate that.
Yeah, that's a 4.
There you go. As you make this song and it wafts over your allies, Vajrahan's that shimmer dissolves and goes away.
I'm just going to look at Vajrahan and then look back to Fellavaai and I say, what is this? Is this you? Is this something you have control over?
What?
This strange shadow.
Yours?
That was-
Yes.
Very beautiful songs, Ulrich. I feel much better.
It's good to hear. We should run.
It's almost demised, and then perhaps we outrun the other beast. I kind of look up at the horizon to see if the other beast is closer.
It's over there.
Uh-huh.
It might be a little closer, but it's nowhere near engaging. However, it is Fellavaai's turn. No, it is Fellavaai's turn.
Oh boy.
Or was that both your actions, Ulrich?
No, I still have one die left.
Do you want to do something? I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay.
It's going to be held, yeah.
All right. Okay, Fellavaai.
I think that the conversation with Zorik and Vajrahan keep Fellavaai from just breaking down. And he is very thankful for that in this moment as they look over and see Emerald as injured as they are. And would I need to get closer? Wait, no, the distance is like 112, right?
128. And then you can influence an area equal to your appropriate area of effect or affected area.
I'm going to try and void heal Emerald.
Okay.
Hey, Ty.
Yeah.
So that's a 2 and a 3, and I have no primacy. So what if?
Can I assist?
Oh,
Yes.
please, before I injure myself.
Well, don't worry. That's a 1.
Okay, great. So,
Vajrahan, that costs you 1 primacy.
Okay.
oh yeah.
No problem. No problem. It's okay.
Due to the sleeping mat, I have 2 extra IS.
I have a die left, too. Can I try to help?
You can only 1 assist per roll.
Assist. Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
You have 2. So if you have 2 temporary IS, those are still part of your. I'm sorry. Yes, you can use those IS. They're available to you.
Perfect. Then I am going to do that and regain 1 primacy to bump that 2 to a 3. And I think what it looks like is
2. Wait, hold on. 2 to a 3.
sorry, 3 to a 4.
3 to a 4. Okay,
Because I rolled a 2 and a 3,
gotcha. Okay.
and that's what my brain was saying.
Okay.
Thank you. And I think what it looks like is Fellavaai is currently shadowless, and that is the first time in this entire campaign that this has occurred. And the forceful, the connection that they had to the void was very strong through that, and without that, the ability to create those manifestations and get with that connection to the void is a bit severed. And so it is much more of a brute force of taking whatever part of themselves that they can to extend it to Emerald and force that rift to mend his own wounds.
Nice.
Is how that looks. And he heals 2.
Okay. So I don't forget, I'm going to award everyone a key point for that. If you do not have 2, you may add 1.
And then end of turn, Zorik Shadow is going to keep whacking at this.
All right.
2 and a 1. Hey,
Ow.
Zorik, do you want to help out your own shadow? Yay!
Yeah, I will. I will help if I can do that. I will help.
Yes, you may.
Come on, you got it.
That's a 2.
Okay.
Double
Oh,
twos.
Double 2s.
It's recovery. Yep.
Yep.
I will get another armor factor.
On the shadow, yeah.
Great.
It's going to go away when the shadow goes away anyway. But yes, that shadow is being reinforced, and it takes us back to the top again with this hillock still out there hanging on, and it increases in its radiance again, targeting Kava and Kava. The first, I'll use a primacy to make that a recovery because the 2-1 that didn't hit. And then the second attack on Kava is a high success, Kava, as you are zapped.
No.
Actually, this thing is hobbled still. I'm trying from Kava's attack, so it is still hobbled. So that is just a standard attack because it needed a high success to get there. So you only take standard damage, which is a 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1 is 4. You take 4 injuries. Your armor reduces it to 3, and you
This
get
is
this weird
the
outline of energy that you've
not
seen.
the actual injury.
Right. You are not actually physically injured. You have this outline. And it is Vajrahan's turn.
Vajrahan will maintain the awesome iron teeth of Kava so she can bite like a true champion. And I will, I'll be like, Kava, again, it is almost down. I can sense it.
All right. Then we go to Embrol. Embrol lunges forward in his natural form, but he's too weak, and he misses. He will spend a primacy to get recovery on that primacy and slump back. It is me or it. Please, Kava, can you finish it?
Yes, you can.
By the gods of Nuovarden, I will do my best.
Yes.
Lord,
let's
have
do it.
mercy with my stone chompies. Just dice. Seriously. Double 2s. So, okay, it could have been way worse than that. At double 2s,
Mhm.
I think I'll go ahead and add an armor factor for this time
Alright.
being.
Let me give you an option, just in case you need
Oh,
it.
I like options.
You could take the enhanced status effect for next
Explain.
attack
For the viewers at home.
to increase. Oh, you know what? No, never mind. Enhanced you're already enhanced in damage. You could also enhance to more easily hit next time you make an attack. Even if, now hear me out, if you wish to use the double 2s to enhance your attack and use your third die instead of holding it to keep your form, you could use that for a single die attack and let your form drop at the end of your turn. But if you hit,
I
you
can
might
assist
do
you.
Risky for that round pastry. You know what?
Right.
It's all in. Like, we're just throwing the cards on the table right now.
So a
We're
3
using
will
the big
hit it.
metal dice for this. Come on.
Let's do it.
Let's go. That's a 3, which I'm gonna bump to a 4. Which
You
I'm
don't have
just
to
gonna
bump
bump.
it. You don't have to
I
bump
don't
it.
have to. It's just
No,
a success.
because
Stop
you
it.
just enhanced yourself.
Can Vajrahan still assist
Yes, you
for
can. Yeah.
potential doubles?
So
Just to see?
if yes, you can.
That's a 1. I'll get rid of another primacy.
Oh, right on.
No.
Good looking out though.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Kava, please roll your damage. D4 plus
Come on,
1.
girl.
Do D4 plus 2.
4 plus 2.
Bam.
Let's go.
That is 4 that will get through. Describe how you rip into this and tear it down.
Okay, so at this point, we are just sick and tired. We are just like, have you ever seen a dog digging a hole in a backyard? Just fervently like, she's just sick and tired of this like watching her friends get hit, but she doesn't know if they're being dealt damage, and it doesn't feel like they're dealing damage at all. This battle just feels like ceasingly just unending. And then finally, she feels the crumbling beneath her claws as you just see like clutters. I was like it looks like dirt, but not really, just like bright things, and then they like fade away.
Yeah. And as you shred into it and tear it down, it almost deflates. It shifts, and then it dissipates and fades away.
And in a sense of exhaustion, as it does so, you watch as Kava's form fades. And Kava is quite literally just laying on the ground at this point, at the end of this, just exhausted.
Yeah. Nice. And turning back into your natural form.
Just normal form, giving up, can't hold that dice anymore.
And with at least one other hillock glowing in the distance on this open plain, those clouds coalescing into a shape that's beginning to take form on this open plain. We'll take our break because I need it.
No! No,
oh
Sierra, come back.
You did it.
What were you saying?
I
I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
We didn't all die.
Our hero. That was
Passed out. She can't hear you, but she loves you all.
Oh
The
my
teamwork.
God.
The teamwork.
Yeah.
Seriously, the shadows, the support, Thoric and Kava, and just the physicality of that all. Just
Vajrahan
Can you take a
being
nap now?
able to reduce the difficulty on those attacks.
That was huge.
That was so
And
good.
enhancing Kava's fangs was also fantastic. Well done, sir. Well done. Ty, thank you so much. That was crazy. That was a crazy battle. That thing was way too big. But we did it. Despite all the shitty rolls that I was having. I'm gonna get out the sage. I'm gonna burn a little sage over my dice, so we'll have better luck next time. But yeah, we're gonna take a break and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Thank you for the follows and the hype train and all the amazing support and encouragement that you provide to us every week. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you in just a couple minutes. Thanks.
As the Echo Beast diminishes and dissipates, you find yourselves under the open sky of Umult, and in the distance, another glowing hillock is gradually moving across the plain. Kava has returned to form, exhausted from the battle. Fellavaai momentarily shadowless, as is Zorik, as everything calms down. Emerald carrying this shimmer momentarily as well from the attacks of the Echo Beast. What do you all do as Emerald approaches you and says, "We're close enough to the tunnels that we can make it, I think, before we encounter anything else," and then looks up at the sky and says, "But that has me concerned." And as you look at the sky, the cloud form, the circular shape has formed an eye that is looking around in the sky.
We should definitely move from this place as fast as we can. Lead the way, Emerald. Is everyone ready to move? Fellavaai, are you okay?
Fellavaai is knelt on the ground, hands pushed with the ribbons, just kind of pushing them into the ground.
I'll crouch down next to you. Can I help you? What can I do? And I'm just going to kind of like fumble at the shadows, just like not knowing what to do, obviously. Can I help you?
They can't be gone. Right?
Right.
I don't want to lose them again. They can't be gone.
They always come back in the end, don't they?
I don't know. This hasn't. They have.
You must have faith.
I didn't think I would hear their screams again.
I'm so sorry, Fellavaai, but we have to move or we face great danger. Another one of these beasts is looming. Can you move? I will help you. I'll reach out and sort of help lift you up back onto your feet.
As this is going on, Vajrahan has made his way over to Kava, who's seemingly unconscious on the ground. He's like, "Oh, Kava, did it get you?" And he starts kind of like analyzing Kava, almost touching, but kind of hovering his hands over to try and see if she is wounded, or they are wounded.
The exhausted hand just reaches up. I'm fine. Make sure Fellavaai is okay. Oh. And she just slowly picks herself off the ground. As far as you can tell, she is whole. She's not extremely wounded. She's just exhausted.
Seer, what remains of this echo beast? Is there anything, or is it just like the light just like dissipated and it's just...
Yeah, it just dissipates. It's like almost pure energy, and anyone that has seen an echo beast before, it's been the same thing for all forms.
I agree with Thoric. We should head quickly to the caverns at Eye and the air. I do not like it. Can I, how far can I manifest elemental effects?
As far as reach or as far as effect, impact?
Not so much impact, as far as like away from myself.
128 feet.
128 feet. As far as we can tell, has the eye sort of like glanced our direction, or is it just kind of like sweeping through the air?
It looks like it's looking around, has not focused on anything.
I would like to attempt to create like as far away from us, maybe towards the beast that's moving towards us, like a flashing light effect without, because element, I can affect light, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I kind of like pull a little bit of the light, just kind of ambient light around to create like a flickering, just almost try and grab the attention of this giant cloudy eye while we move in the opposite direction to the tunnel works that Embryl is talking about.
Okay, that is a called roll manifestation, so it's a called roll element.
I can throw 2 dice at that, correct?
Correct. Called rolls are always 2 dice.
Always 2 dice. Oh. That is a 3 and a 1. Can I use primacy on called?
Yes, you can.
I will use a primacy to bump that to a 4-1.
All right. So at your maximum reach, a 12. Do you want to use the full size of your area as well?
Yeah, it just as bright and big of a light kind of flickering, like very loudly, obnoxiously to try and draw attention to it.
Yeah, so is it colored a certain color or have any sort of... feature?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it something like blue or emeraldish green, something that's very foreign in color to the landscape here, which is, I'm guessing, like very muted and gray and rocky. So something that's just very vivid and not like red. Red is like fire, that's gonna show up, but like blue or green sort of light.
All right. So you a 12-foot sphere of light erupts several hundred feet away, several dozen shins away, and in fact, when it does that, if you're looking at the eye looks in that direction.
Quickly, make for the tunnels while it's distracted.
As
Emerald
that
says,
happens,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Emerald says, "Follow me." As it happens,
I'm going to use Phantasm to basically conceal us. I'm gonna do an illusion above us, basically, that mimics the surface of the ground, so that we can move beneath it and be concealed from the eye, should it look towards us.
that's interesting. So, I mean, Phantasm's a mind effect, right? It's under mind, which would technically be affecting the target.
Yes.
So by comparison, what I would propose that what you're trying to do is actually a silence manifestation.
I don't have silence.
Camouflage.
Yeah. Is there a way to do that with song? I don't have silence as a discipline.
I think silence is in part of song, is it not?
It's the opposite.
Because song.
It's the opposite of song. Yeah.
Only with
But-
somebody in our party.
But in
what
theory,
about-
could one not use song?
What
to
about
separate
like
all
the
noise?
the confusion? What about the confusion?
Sure. Status.
Well,
Status.
it's a song. So the song discipline has. Maybe I can't do it. I don't know. But basically, I want to conceal our movement.
You both, Kava and Zork, have used song before to affect the airwaves to try to outline the remnant energy, if you will. Why don't we go with something like that for, you could cover. Go and give it a try.
Almost like the those, like when the ground is warming up and it's sort of like it has that weird like hazy sort of distortion.
Yeah.
But with song waves.
Yeah.
Sound waves are real. They're a thing. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's a 4 and a 1.
Okay. That does allow you to cover a 12-foot area, which means 3 people could essentially be under that influence.
We'll take it.
If Kava assists with song, will that increase the range?
If you get a 4, that would allow Zork to double the range.
Come on.
Oh my god! Fuck yes! Hold on.
I love the assist mechanism in this game
It's so good.
because I oftentimes need help.
Is this low hum of shimmer makes the air tremor and tremble, giving it a bit of a heat wave effect, which would be natural for this environment. Even though you look up and see that the eye seems to be drawn that direction, it quickly goes back to that light in the distance. And Embrel leads you, again, weaving, ducking, dodging behind boulders, behind the dips in the undulating ground, and you rise and fall and skirt. "We can get below ground from here," says Embrel. "Follow me." And leads you into one of those tunnels, one of those lava tube cavernous openings like a wormhole. Your descent beneath the surface is the same as before. A period of darkness requiring an external light source. Then arrival among the blue bioluminescent flora that naturally lights your way. The tunnel opens into a wide open cavern that goes on and on. Soon you find yourselves passing by lone domiciles built into the natural walls and large stalagmites. Umbral denizens watch from their doorways and workspaces as you pass through. The homes become more prevalent as you go, and the din of some large population murmurs in the distance ahead. Wagons drawn by lumbering, stone-skinned reptiles drag stone pillars or pull granite sleds to unknown destinations. All along the way, the five of you. Oh, sorry. All along the way, the four of you draw curious gazes.
Embrel,
Yes.
were those creatures hunting us intentionally, or was that coincidence upon the plain?
Emerald stops to address your question. I think it was just an unfortunate encounter with a denizen of the plain. I don't think it was sent. The Overlord would send Colossi. I think the Echo Beasts tend to be mindless, unintelligent, hungry creatures that are driven by unknown forces rather than followers of orders, like a pet.
They're not creatures that were created by the Overlord. They are naturally occurring here.
They are occurring, as I understand it, by a reverberation of energy between the borders of the dimensions. But they originate here.
That reverberation is causing them to increase in power or frequency, or...
They seem to gain and lose strength in their mere existence.
I did notice. Did the rest of you notice when they would dim ever so slightly or increase in intensity? I felt like I saw that a number of times.
I did.
Yes, a flickering of kind or a pulsing of their light. It seemed to coincide at times with their attempts to assail. Perhaps an energy, distributing out their energy in their attacks and retracting it back again.
Why don't you give me a call roll lore at increased difficulty?
Oh, increased difficulty. Okay. No problem. That's a 2-1. No. Yeah.
All right. Zoinks.
Yeah.
Increased difficulty would be a 5, correct? So it would be like a 4, and then I would need to use a primacy to jump it to a
or double force.
Or double force. Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna pull out one of my water skins and take the cork out and hand it over to Fellavaai. You must be parched.
Thank you. I think they kind of look at their hands, which each are holding one of the ribbons, and then looks at the water skin. I know you don't know much about my culture. I believe I said it before that death does not come often for us, but when it does, we send them back to the void, and that I was unable to do so for the 7 that were with me. If that is them, which I believe that it is, a part of me thinks it might be better to let them go, but I am scared.
If you were to find a means of letting them go, do you mean in the void? Letting them go to the void?
Yes.
Is that where you think they want to be?
When I sent one of your friends, the one that fell off the cliff, there, as a resting place, and it looked like they tried to go. I have not lived my life without Neashael before.
Nashiel.
They were perfect. Beautiful.
You loved them dearly.
Yes.
But is it
I
not
loved all of
also
them.
is it not also true that in due time you will be reunited with them in the void when your moment comes?
It is.
That is something to hold dear. What a joyous moment that will be.
Would you all help me?
Of course we will. Won't we? Yes.
Of course.
I already offered my shadow. Please, take it.
I think I would like to take 1,000 breaths to... They don't necessarily have a darkening here, but once it gets close to the dimming, 1,000 breaths to do the death ritual. And Fellavaai would ask you all to match their tone and hum, and continue to do so for the hour that it takes for them to open a portal. And I think before the hour starts, they would reattach the ribbons to their ankles. And while they had not said this to you all, the symbols are Fella and Vai, meaning Deathbringer. I think the shadow would coalesce with them in it. And once the hour starts to come to a close and they get the planar doorway open, of that is just darkness as black as anything could be. Even though we are in a cave that is full of shadows, it is darker than any other color. They would take off the ribbons and kneel. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I love you. I somehow feel it is my fault. I wish it were me instead of you. But it isn't. Thank you for protecting me, for being there for me. It is strange how we can have infinite lives, but they can all end so quickly. The time you spent and the faith you put in me. The time you spent with me. Will never go anywhere. I don't want you to suffer anymore. Iravash, Masha, Ashirin, Rishal, Mirahin, Shavaya, and Nyashael. Be one with the void. And I'll place the ribbons down.
As you lay the ribbons down, the shadows come in from you and fill the thin strands of those shadows to a blanket of shadow. And then it draws together and filters into the void like an unfurling blanket of darkness, and is dissolved into the void.
Out of respect, I think that Kava instinctually would begin to hum a mourning tone, almost similar to when you hear the islanders cry out in times of mourning, just screaming with Fellavaai, feeling her pain, looking to Zorik in this time with tears streaking down their face, in times of this emotion, begging for him to join with her.
Which he does.
Vajvahan approaches Fellavaai very gently, very timidly. My dear Fellavaai, these dear people of yours, they are not gone. They, like you, like all of us, are of Nephis. We are all one. They will always be a part of you, no matter the distance you feel. For we are all of Nephis. I know it might not be so consoling, but we all, in our own way, are one.
I know I have physically let them go, but it feels hollow. Where they used to be. I think they still are. Just not here anymore. I think he grabs the ribbons from the ground and does not tie them to themselves, but will close the planar doorway.
Embrel steps forward and tentatively seems to think before speaking to you, Fellavaai, and then says, I don't completely understand your traditions, but if I would like to give you something, if it is not offensive to your sensibilities. And if it is, I will retract it quickly. Emerald produces a flame before you, and a thin, natural shadow appears from you. And Emerald says, I'll give you your shadow, where it belongs.
Thank you. That is nice.
I'm glad.
I think they'll turn to the group. Zorik, what was the thing that... And they'll, open their arms.
He cracks just a mild smile, and then he reaches out. It's an embrace. And he just gently closes his arms around you.
Oh, yes, the Kava's quite fond of those.
Could I have more?
Kava was just waiting for permission, not gonna lie. She was cuddling over to
Team hug.
and then
Team hug.
just straight up picks all of you up, just with all of her stature, and just kind of
Vahan, at a little bit of a distance, just kind of pats the group of them.
Oh, you think you're escaping? Arm wrapped around as you're trying to pat. No, not happening. Just sobbing into you all.
Brilliant.
Thank you all.
We are here for you and will be at your side always to support you.
I would like to tell stories of them sometime. Not now, but sometime.
No, anytime.
When you're ready, Fellavaai, we would very much enjoy to hear those stories. I imagine they would make for an epic song, perhaps. And then I think
very much.
Zorik is going to sort of pick up that sort of morning dirge-like, sort of almost like monastic hum that we were doing earlier, and just kind of for the second verse of that song.
Would you tattoo me?
It would be an honor. Of course I would.
I would still like to have them, in some regard, here, connected.
Yes.
I'm gonna think on exactly what I want it to be, but as there were 7 of them, I was thinking 1 on each limb, a sort of shadowy shape of he would describe what they looked like, what each of them looked like. So like an outline on each of his wrists, his ankles, shape of Nyashael over their heart. And that's 5. Perhaps 1 of each shoulder as well.
It will be done.
Zorik, when the time comes, would this be an empowered tattoo, or would this be a
I think Zorik would explain as he's consulting with Fellavaai on the ritual of the tattooing, that there's an opportunity for it to imbue an empowered effect, and whether or not they would like something of that nature, or if they intend it to be more not mundane, because this certainly is not mundane, but more of a personal nature.
Decorative.
I think empowered would be very cool.
I do too, since I haven't actually got to use that yet.
Let's use it.
Yeah.
So perhaps not now, because Embrol has led you to this location, so it would be something for your actual repose time. But Embrol did afford you the 1,000 breaths for your ceremony, and helped manage the looky-loos of the Umbral in the area, as you are in sort of a it feels like kind of like a neighborhood of domiciles. But once you're ready to proceed, Embrol leads you on as the floor of the cavern smooths out and the outlying domiciles give way to a wide road. The din of conversation matches with the bustle of activity. Multiple structures, the glow of yellow light emanating from windows and doorways, form a massive city. Umbral denizens move about, interacting in the streets or heading in various directions on their errands. The road descends over a gentle slope into the city several breaths below. "Welcome to Usut," Embrol says. "Here is our largest population center in Umult. Though other places of similar size exist within the realm, I have someone I want you to meet." Embrol moves forward as you enter into the heart of Usut. I will give you each a moment to finish any discussion you wish, and that's where we will end tonight, because we are evolving to Evolution 4.
Very cool.
Yo!
Stop it.
As we move in, or as we're kind of moving into that space, can I ask Embrol? Excuse me, Embrol.
Yes.
The Eye, the great storm Eye, has such a thing ever manifested to your knowledge?
I have heard that the Overlord is capable of doing such a thing, but it is uncommon. I suspect that they are aware of your presence and are looking for us.
Such a grand manifestation. He is capable. They are capable of such things.
They are the Overlord of Umult. They have the ultimate power in this dimension.
Can they be destroyed?
Yes. The Colossi can be destroyed, all of them. And the Overlord is not necessarily the same individual for eternity. There are struggles among the various powers that be within the Colossi. The various elements clash. They fight for supremacy. They all have their own agendas. We're just caught between.
When a new Overlord takes control after such challenges you describe, do they always become despots, cruel in nature? Is that their natural proclivity, a demeanor that they carry with them as colossi, or is that the taint of power upon them?
There's never been an exchange of overlords in my lifetime, but cruelty and power, the way you describe it, I would think is not a tenet of an individual within the Colossi so much as is the nature of the elements. The elements are raw and powerful.
Yet we have met a Colossi who is gentle and true.
I reserve judgment, and I'm encouraged by your interpretation, impression of their nature. The elementals do not seek to aid the Umbral as a rule. Your friendly Colossus may be unusual, or they may be party to a different agenda among their group.
One last question, Umbral.
Of course.
Does your people do anything like this is very strange, like art? Would you have a depiction of this citadel in which the Overlord dwells?
We would have to ask about, but there is someone here that I wish to introduce you to, and they may know the answer to your question better than I.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you, Umbral.
Of course. So, welcome to Usut.
Suit. Grand indeed.
How do you spell that?
USOOT.
Dang it. I should have known.
And here we will pause our story for tonight, but shall we look at what it looks like when you evolve to Evolution 4?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We get some new stuff.
You get a little bit of new stuff.
Yeah.
So if we look on page
Pencil.
print page 48 in the rule book, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's such a beautiful book.
So you gain an ability, which is unusual for leveling up, called Primacy Restore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If you look at the definition, once per phase, a character at Evolution 4 and above may recover primacy up to their maximum as a free action.
Free action. Whoa.
what?
How do you determine how much you actually recoup?
Up to your maximum. So
So it's
let's say your
just
maximum.
math.
All of it.
Let's say your maximum's 10 and you still have
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. You'd
You
go
get
back up
6
to
back.
10.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Once per rest, you said?
Once per phase. Yeah.
Per phase. Yeah. Oh my, that's pretty
Whoa.
awesome.
That's insane.
That's kind of a game changer, actually.
Yeah. Oh no, that only means he can hit us harder with even more things. That
Yeah.
also means we can re-roll our dice better.
Heck of a lot more.
Oh man, that changes everything. And do we have
Yeah,
4
it
dice
does.
in our cache now?
I think it's still
Nope.
3.
That's
No, that's
5, I
later.
think.
That's later. That's later.
It's 6,
Yes.
actually.
Oh,
But
6.
you-
Okay.
Yeah.
But you do get 2 free points to apply as you wish between Primacy and IS.
Yo.
Huh.
4.
2.
I'm doing
2.
1 each. That's
I'm
cool.
going full primacy, baby.
Primacy Restore
we
is
have not
game
rested
changer.
though yet, correct?
You have not.
No.
You've not had your repose yet.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool.
So just to be
All right.
clear, we have the ability to recover all of our primacy, and we have 2 points to put wherever.
Yes, between IS and Primacy. Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah. 1 in 1 or 2 all in 1. All right.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Ty. That was awesome.
Thank you all.
That was
was
so
fascinating.
much fun. Oh my gosh.
Rachel, that story of your companions was heartbreaking and beautiful. And
Thank you guys for doing
amazing.
the ritual with me and giving me that space to do
What an
it.
honor to be part of that and be part of this group. This is a fantastic
So
group. So
good.
thank you all.
Agreed.
Let's go around the table and do some outros. If you've got something you want to plug or whatever you want to say, please feel free to do it. Paul, let's start with you. And let's make sure we tell people where to find House of Eidolons, please.
Oh yeah. Hey everybody. Paul Angelo, Penborough Online. Yes, I am the co-author of an up-and-coming TTRPG, cyberpunk heist-like TTRPG called House of Eidolons. You can go to eidolonsrpg.com, which is we're very lucky to have that tag. If you type in House of Eidolons, it's probably the first thing that pops up. It's kind of a unique name. So take a look. You can find our Discord, our Patreon, our everything there. And we got really cool stuff. Like on our Patreon, we have like fully made VTT, cyberpunk maps and other stuff like that are available there. And a new edition of our book, or at least a better formatted version of our book and updated rules are coming very, very soon. We also have really cool art. If you go and check out like our character classes on the website, you'll see some of the really cool art, like the Mutagen Druid and other stuff. Okay, I'll stop talking now.
Good.
But super fun playing in this game. Loving this. Loving Vaj Vahan. He's great. So
He is great.
Yeah.
Did you guys also just put out a podcast of sorts as well, or some sort of
you can go out to our YouTube channel. You can find that also through the
yeah.
website. Yeah, we just do like a Saturday coffee break where we invite different people who have played in our game onto it. Our artist, our second one was just talking with the artist who does the art for it and kind of his journey and his methodology. And yeah, so
cool. Go check it
that
out.
sort of stuff. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you very much. Can't wait to see you soon. Let's jump over to Rachel next.
Hi, I'm Rachel, also known as Ktyria. You just watched me cry over dead friends, and now they're back in the void again, and everything's totes cool and chill. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for letting me be here as well and play this game and be in this world and have these characters and these moments. And it means so much to me. I love storytelling. I love these games. I love you guys. I love our watchers. I love you guys. You can find me on the Guild Superior Discord. If you're not there already, you should totally be there because it's very fun. And there's some good old community games that happen. And you should be a part of it because it's a great time. If you want to watch more of where I'm at, I'm on Outlaws of Greyhawk on the Guild on Guild Superior. You can find the VODs on YouTube, I think.
Yes, they're on there.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's also an incredible story. So that's me.
Well, we love having you here, and I can't wait to talk about a project where that you're going to be doing on the channel here in the near future. Yeah, it's going to be great. Thank you for sharing that level of emotion in your characters. That's just, I love that. That's something that I really appreciate about you. Let's jump next over to Kayla. Kayla, I really appreciate you too. And I saw you wiping away tears. My eyes are welling up.
I'm not wiping away tears right now. Shut up.
My God.
I need to let you know, it got me that you were crying. It got me to cry.
Same to me. I looked over, I was watching you, and then I looked over at Kayla, and I was like, oh no.
I'm not sobbing. You can't prove it. Anyways, these are not tears. I don't know what you're talking about. I love this channel and I love all of you. And I'm totally sobbing tonight. Emotions. Anyways, I'm not streaming this week because I'm feeling too much. Just kidding. I'm actually gonna be meeting Young Boy Big for the first time in my life. But anyways, y'all didn't hear that from me. If you heard that, I am also, like I said, not streaming this week. Please join us next week so I can sob some more. I'm gonna shut up now because I'm actually fucking crying.
You guys go follow Kayla's channel so that when Kayla's back up streaming next week, you'll be ready for that excitement.
No.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Get yourself a tissue. We really appreciate you being part of this, Kayla. It's awesome to be playing with you again. I
fucking love you guys.
Yeah, we love you too. And we also love our amazing DungeonMisterTy who created this game and had the vision and a literal vision, a dream. As the way I understand the origin story of Nuovarden, it was a dream after some conversations, and here we are playing in this world that came from a little seed nugget inside of Ty's head.
Little chicken nugget.
Little chicken nugget inside your brain.
Sorry, I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm roasted. Stop.
I'm cooked. Where can we find all this stuff? What do you have going on? Tell us about the podcast, all the amazing creativity you have going on, because you're a busy man.
Yeah, and I need to get busier because there's still stuff to do. Yes, adventuresling.com is where you can find everything. The Adventure Sling podcast, where we talk to cool people doing cool stuff in the TTRPG realm and adjacent. The Chronicles of Nephis, which I need to get a new episode out, but there are 9 episodes available right now that tell a story set in Nephis, where you can hear how the game mechanics work and learn about the characters and follow the very dramatic story. This is it's not a funny, it is a drama. And I am part of the Solo Role Players Network as well, which is a group of role players that do these AP AP solo play podcasts with the dramatic bent. Some people do old school D&D. Some people do, there's somebody that does different, or a couple of people that do different systems. I do Nuovarden. But you can find kind of things that you like. Tale of the Manticore is one you may have heard of that is part of that network. John Cohen is also a friend of Adventure Slang. And goodness, there are free downloads available for Nuovarden to enhance your rule book once you get your hands on it, such as the form fillable character sheet, the form fillable combat tracker, and I'm going to be uploading the free Umbral PDF so that if you run a game and you want to play, or you're in a game and you want to play an Umbral, you may have that choice in your adventure.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that'll be just a freebie out there. And
what I'm hearing is that if one of us dies, right,
there you
come
go.
back with an Umbral.
Yeah.
That's why Ty's doing this. It's because he's gonna throw something massive at us.
Fellavaai, I swear. Fellavaai, I swear.
You too can be stepped on by colossi.
That's right.
Yes.
I mean, if any of you get stepped on by a colossi and dies, you will be a colossus and dies. You will be an imprint.
The shadows.
Yep. And then the rest of the Umbrals are like, one of us. One of us.
It's better to burn out than fade away.
I guess so.
Yeah. So this is the only live stream I'm involved in right now because summer, but there are lots of other things coming up for the fall. I did just finish Delta Green over on Creep Show, so that's a VOD now. If you wish to watch that, where I played Special Agent Sherm Cotter, who almost lost it, but didn't. Survived. So yeah, other than that, convention season's down the road. There will be things happening there. And stay tuned at Adventure Sling. If you'd like to join the mailing list, that would be really cool because then I can send you the updates about things as they come out. So please consider that. Find us on the Discord, or otherwise I will see you next week right here.
Thank you so much, Ty. You definitely have a lot going on. And I appreciate you spending time with us in running these games to showcase your creation, but also to bring some serious joy and tears to the players. I really, really appreciate that so much.
I appreciate you all. I mean, you all make this sing, so thank you.
Yeah, well said. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us in the chat tonight. You've been gracious and encouraging and supportive and loving, and we appreciate you all for that. This is a great community, a lot of great people. Keep being great, keep doing good things, helping people out and encouraging people to do good things. We will be back here on Tuesday with some more Shadows of Greyhawk. And then we'll be back here on Thursday with some more Nuovarden. So lots of things happening. We've got a special Alien RPG one-shot coming up in August. And then we've got a Viking Death Squad one-shot coming up in September. And we'll have some Shadow Dark sprinkled in there occasionally. I think we have something scheduled for the end of August for that as well. So anyways, lots going on. Come on over to the Discord. We're not really doing social media stuff anymore, so the best place to get in touch with us is either here or on the Discord. So thank you all. Love you very much. We're going to raid into our friend Sir Tim over at Stronghold D&D and give them some good old-fashioned Guild Superior love when we jump in there. Again, thank you all for being here, and we will see you on Tuesday. Have a good one.